Do you have trouble staying motivated to learn Japanese? You're not alone. In this video, I'll show you some powerful ways to improve your motivation. Hi guys, welcome to Japanese Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, new study tools, resources, and where we show off learners like you speaking the language, if you're brave enough to participate and become language learning famous. Japanese Monthly Review is brought to you by JapanesePod101.com, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Japanese. Sign up for your free lifetime account and start speaking in minutes with our 3 to 15-minute lessons. Okay, the topic for today is 4 ways to stay motivated when learning a language. Do you have trouble staying motivated? Has it ever been an issue for you? Let us know in the comments. Today, you'll discover 4 powerful tactics for maintaining motivation, and I'll show you how to apply them to our learning program. First, here's a quick update on what's going on in Japan right now, October 2018. If you're planning on visiting Japan, October is a great month. First, because of the weather. The typhoon season tends to end around September, so temperatures are mild and pleasant around Honshu, the main island of Japan. But if you still want hot weather, travel down south to Okinawa, where it can get up to 30 degrees Celsius. Second, because it's Koyo season. What does this word mean? This word means autumn colors, or leaves changing colors. Much in the way that hanami, or cherry blossom viewing, is a big deal in the spring, in the autumn, many Japanese head out to parks and into nature to see the changing colors. Some of the most popular places to see autumn leaves are Nikko in Tochigi, Toya Lake in Hokkaido, and Hirosaki Park in Aomori. Also, in the last episode, you learned about the matsuri, or festivals that happen in the summer. And there are plenty more in October as well. There's the World Yabusame Championship in Aomori. If you're not familiar, Yabusame is the art of shooting arrows on horseback. There's the Kawagoe Festival in Kawagoe City in Saitama, where different neighborhoods create their own festival floats. If the floats come across each other at street intersections, they battle with dance and music on stage. Speaking of battling and competing, there's a national holiday on the second Monday of October. It's called Sports Day, or Taiiku no Hi, and it commemorates the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. It's intended as a day to promote sports and overall health. On this day, schools hold their own mini-Olympics and competitions, like tug-of-war and relay races. Since it's a day off from work, many Japanese also take the day as an opportunity to travel for the 3-day weekend. Another popular holiday that you likely already know about is Halloween. Around the weekend of Halloween, young people dress up in all kinds of costumes and hit the streets. Shibuya is the best place to see people dressed up. Halloween in general is still fairly new in Japan, but it has been getting bigger for the past 2 decades. And for Japanese people, as a holiday, it has no deeper meaning, just an occasion to dress up, go out, and celebrate. Okay, so some time ago, you made the decision to learn a new language. Then you took the first step. You started, which is super important. But you also need to keep going. For that, you need motivation. So, how do you stay motivated or regain motivation if you've lost it? Here are 4 simple ways to stay motivated and keep going. Number 1, find a way to enjoy learning. Number 2, see your progress. Number 3, have something to lose. Number 4, do it regardless of how you feel. Let's start with the first one. Number 1, find a way to enjoy learning. If you want to reach a goal or learn a language, you need to ask yourself some questions. How are you going to do it? Is it through A, your desire to reach this goal, or B, the actual learning process? You can want and think and dream about the goal all you want, but it's the process, the learning, not the wanting that actually gets you there. So you have to enjoy the process. How? Well, what interests you? What's your passion? Are you into sports, TV shows, music, watching YouTube, traveling? Whatever it is, take your interests and base your language learning on that. Take lessons based on the topics you love. You already have an emotional connection to your interests, right? This makes learning much more enjoyable and keeps you motivated. With our learning program, you get free vocabulary and phrase lists on all sorts of topics. For example, if you're into travel, you can instantly get a bunch of vocabulary and phrase lists that you can learn with. Or you can search through our lesson library to find audio and video lessons focused on travel. You can use these to master entire conversations based on your interest or passion. Imagine being able to talk about your passion in your target language, or talking to native speakers that share your passion. How fun would that be? All right, next up. Number 2, see your progress. This is the next best way to stay motivated. Imagine going to the gym for a few weeks and finally starting to see some muscle in the mirror. Seeing results is pretty motivating. It feels good to see progress. It's fun. So, how do you apply that to language learning? You can't really see language muscles, but there are a few things you can do. First, if you're learning with your own tutor, or even with our Premium Plus teacher, you can ask them to give you feedback after every lesson. Imagine hearing, "You did great here. Your pronunciation was perfect. You're close to mastering verb conjugation. You just need to practice more." This kind of feedback is very motivating to hear. If someone told you that you had improved, wouldn't you be excited? Second, you can track your progress with our dashboard on the site. So when you finish a lesson, the dashboard tracks that and shows you how far you've come. Hours studied, lessons completed, and how close you are to finishing a learning pathway. If you see that you've finished 30 lessons and have put in 15 hours, you'll realize that you can easily do another 30, and that you want to put in more time. And the more time you put into language learning, the better you get. Third, come back and review a lesson you've done before. See how much you understand the second or third time around. When you realize that you can understand more than before, it feels good. It's a sign that you know more words, more grammar rules, and that you've made progress. Number 3, have something to lose. This is a little unusual, but it works. A great way to motivate yourself is to try not to lose something. In psychology, it's called loss aversion. Studies show we feel more upset about losing $10 than we feel happy about finding $10. Now, how do you apply this to language? Use loss aversion as motivation. Invest in a language learning textbook or a learning program. Buy an app. If you have a basic, premium, or premium plus subscription, then you're already putting this tactic to use. The point is, because you don't want to waste your investment, you'll value and use the resource a lot more. It's hard to assign value to free stuff, but if you work hard to save up money for something and you finally get it, you'll value it more, right? Number 4, do it regardless of how you feel. This tactic might help you make the most language learning progress of all. In reality, you'll feel tired some days. Some days your mind will be elsewhere and you won't want to learn. And some days, life will happen. Things will pop up: school, work, tests, birthdays. You might get sick, but do it anyway. Learn language anyway. Do one audio lesson a day to keep it easy. Review the Word of the Day email, which we send out daily. This takes only a minute. Just put in the time, even if it's a few minutes. As long as you keep going and maintain the habit, you're better off in the long run. So take these tactics and apply them to your lessons. Apply just one, stick with it, and you'll notice a change in your motivation. Now, speaking of lessons and resources, okay, here are the new lessons and resources for this month. First, the How to Count to 1 Billion PDF ebook. This will help you master numbers in your target language. If you can't count from 1 to 10 or 100 yet, you'll learn how. And yes, you can go up to 1 billion. Next, the Talking Online cheat sheet. If you want to learn online slang, then you'll love this PDF cheat sheet. You'll also find plenty of internet-related words and phrases inside. And finally, the 25 most commonly used verbs. If you're a beginner and you don't know the most common verbs, this free mini lesson is perfect for you. You can drill all of the words with the audio slideshow until they're stuck in your brain. To get these free lessons and resources, go to JapanesePod101.com/free. All right, guys, in the last episode of Japanese Monthly Review, we asked you all to submit a video or audio recording of yourself speaking the language, introducing yourself in the language. So thank you to all of you that sent in a submission. You've all gotten a Premium Plus subscription as a reward. Now let's take a look at some of the videos.
おはようございます。はじめまして、私はネストルです。よろしくお願いします。もう一度、ネストル、ネストルです。
はじめまして。私はジョージです。どうぞよろしくお願いします。日本語ママです。ごめんなさい。日本語話せますか？ありがとうございました。
So, which entry did you like best? Leave a comment below. Or do you think you can do better? Here's the next challenge for you. Yes, everyone that's watching this. Record a 30-second to 1-minute video or audio. Introduce yourself in the language, your name, where you're from, why you're studying this language. Send it to us to win a 3-month Premium Plus subscription. To submit it, click on the link in the description. Sign up for a free lifetime account, then fill out the form. Attach the audio or video file and press submit. We may feature you in next month's episode. So a lot of learners will see you and your progress, and they'll hopefully get inspired to improve and master the language. So to submit the recording, go to JapanesePod101.com/submit and follow the instructions on the page. So thank you for watching this episode of Japanese Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about 10 habits of highly effective language learners. In the meantime, submit your recording, if you're brave. Like and share this video and leave a comment to tell us what language learning tactics you want us to talk about. See you next time. Bye!